My name is Rhonda Miller, and I first got with Amerimed through the hospital that I was in. I was a patient there at the hospital, and they referred me here to Amerimed because I was continuing to keep going into the hospital and staying. So they was trying to prevent that, and how could they help, for me keep coming to be a recurring patient like every 2 weeks. The very first visit, I was kind of like scared because I'm like, I didn't know I was referred, first of all, to Amerimed. They was just constantly asking me who's at home with me. And at the time, I was by myself. And they made me feel comfortable by not just going right at it with me. They sat down and talked with me and tell me what they do. And then they start taking my blood pressure and stuff. But I like how they came in, instead of just going at it, can I get your blood pressure, whatever. They wanted to make sure that was my name and, and looked up everything and made sure my meds was good. So the first time was scary, but around about 10 minutes later, I felt very comfortable. My new nurse is Japan. I love her. We click real good, and I really like her. I was through with chemo, and I was like, okay, I don't need you. But my blood pressure told something else. And so Japan said, we're not going anywhere yet until you're okay. I must say, 2010, when I first discovered that I was a diabetic, that's when all the problems really started. I was diabetic. I didn't want to hear what the doctor told me. He told me, if you don't exercise, if you don't eat right, this is going to happen. But 2 years later, it happened. And it just went downhill from having diabetes. Diabetes affected my heart, making me have AFib. And then COVID came. Once COVID came, I had COVID so bad. I had SARS-2 and pneumonia and hypoxia. And I survived. But that's when it really, really went downhill. And just as soon as I started feeling good and I was still taking this medical for diabetes, breast cancer hit. Stage 3, triple negative. And I started getting sick constantly from the side effects from chemotherapy had me going to the hospital. When I think about me battling with breast cancer, I started having faith in God. And even though people would say, don't get chemo, God got you. He may have me spiritually, but physically, I need to get down there and get that chemo. And that is the reason why he had doctors, like cancer doctors, to help us survive. And that was my faith to keep going and don't quit if I wanted to live. My life before Amerimed, I didn't hardly see the doctors, and some days I couldn't get out of the house because of depression. I couldn't get out of the house, so I wouldn't go to the doctor. But with Amerimed, they come see you. If you can't get out, they'll get in. And that's when they helped me a whole lot. And I'll be honest, it's going to be hard for me to part from them whenever I get well, because I'm on the road of healing and the road to wellness. And I won't have y'all forever. The purpose and thing for you all and the goals for us to get better.